Hi everyone. I know this isn't my normal type of content, but I wanted to address this. The thing I want to be addressing is the downfall in Berry Avenue, and I don't mean like the game is doing bad, it's actually kinda thriving. I mean in roleplay terms. But first of all, what is Berry Avenue? Chapter 1. What is Berry Avenue? Berry Avenue is a Roblox role-play game, where you role-play with others or by yourself. Some might consider it the best role-play game, but others might not. Chapter 2. Why is there a downfall in Berry Avenue? Roleplay based. Remember, this is my opinion, but I think it's dying is because of the players and the roleplays. Here is an example. I went into a family roleplay server, and I had to wait almost 20 minutes for someone to adopt me. And I know that might be nitpicky, but when I first came to the game, I only had to wait at least 5 minutes, so do you see the gap? It's also very annoying when players judge your avatar, like, I know you want to have the perfect roleplay, but it's just not gonna happen. Believe me, I've tried for so long, but it never happened. And when I got into a family for a roleplay, the only thing the parents did was make us sleep then left. I know it might seem nitpicky, but it was boring and they made us go to sleep at 2 p.m. Sorry, but I was waiting 25 minutes, like you could have done something else. There is ice skating, bike riding, school, and so much more, but you just decide to make us sleep? I know what I just said was more about the players, but that's gonna be most of what I yap about in this rant. Chapter 3. Why are the players the problem? So the reason why the players are the problem in mostly public servers is, in my opinion, because they really don't care about anyone else and they just want to roleplay. I don't blame them, but don't judge people's outfits, like call them unrealistic, like most of the time you're just a bunch of blocks and rounded shapes. Also, if you just be nice and try to make it fun for everyone else, you're gonna have a way better experience. And you can say, well, those people you mentioned are just at the tip of the iceberg. And my answer is, well, I have more to cover, and I will give another example in a second. My next example is that one time I was playing and I was a kid, and whenever the other kids left, the parents kept going back to spawn and trying to adopt more kids. It was very repetitive and very boring. At one time, I just left because of how boring it was. And you can say, well, that probably happened one time. But my answer is that it happened multiple times, and if that happened multiple times to you, you would have quit like me. You might be asking, is it just family role plays? Chapter 4. It's not just family role plays. Warning, e-dating, fighting, and other weird things. There is other role plays where players act badly. For example, high school role plays. Mostly the players, you might think it's just a normal school role play where people go to class and that kind of thing. But it isn't. Players are getting into couples or e-date and fighting. It isn't even school, it's just chilling out. E-dating thing is not okay because it's breaking a rule. Online safety and dating with a random person you never met before and you don't know who is behind the screen. Also, they have dorms, but some people get left out and that isn't okay because everyone wants to have fun. That's why they are playing Roblox. Like, I haven't went on a high school roleplay server since. It gets so boring. Another roleplay server thing I have been is Royal vs Mafia. It's actually really fun, but I haven't been able to find a server like that, and sometimes it just turns into a family roleplay. Chapter 5. Laggy servers and boring roleplays. I know I kinda mentioned this as some of the chapters, but whatever. Anyways, boring roleplays. I have had to rejoin many roleplay servers to get to an actual fun one. Like for example, I want to find a Royal vs Mafia. Join in, no one to be seen. Join another, turns into a family role play. Join a new server, way to laggy but good server. And that brings us to our final concept, laggy servers. I don't know if it's just me, but every time I go into a roleplay server is always so laggy, and I know some people are also laggy too because they ask me to add them in case they disconnect. My final thoughts. So what I have concluded is that it's not the game's fault for most of the things I yapped about, but more of the players. And you might be asking, well, can we fix this? Well, my answer is yes, but our first start is trying to get rid of the e-dating problem one street, because it's just plain gross. Also, the lagginess of the game is up to the game developer to try to fix. Anyways, subscribe if you want more yapping videos and like the video if you think the video was good, and if you agree, comment if you want to us.